Hey guys, it's your boy Deeper. Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone's doing well. And today we are back with some more Breakout Infinite content. In particular, we'll be discussing the top five budget builds currently in Arena Breakout Infinite post nerf, or should I say post major update. As you all know, the game went through some, fundamental changes here. Everything has been changed. All the barrels been nerfed. All the guns have been nerfed. The TTK has increased. All the ammo has been nerfed. So the meta has shifted. However, I will give you the top 5 best budget builds that you can still go out there and compete with without breaking the bank, especially for you solo players. Now, before we get started, guys, roughly about 11 hours from now, 10 hours from now, we'll be having our first live stream. I'll be giving away 7 free keys, which is 250 coin plus a 250k kit. So in total, it's 500 coin key. I'll be giving away those during the live stream. You have to join our Discord for that because the bot will be in Discord that does the giveaway. So I will put the link in the description below. I also have a content creator code for you to use, so you can get some free stuff as well. It's very, very good, especially for new players. Anyways, on to today's video. So I've been testing out a lot of the weapons. I've spent a lot of time testing all of the weapons, new and old weapons. The market has gone through like some very weird fluctuations where attachments and certain weapons went really cheap, and now that people have gone through their kits, everything has sort of skyrocketed again. So we can still discuss what are the most viable weapons. We've had some new additions as well. So I think the last time I did top 5 budget builds was last season. So I think it's about time we actually updated that list. So first and foremost, it'll be no in particular order. I'll just give you the top 5 builds. Whether one is better than the other, that remains to be seen. It's up to you. I guess it's preference. But we'll start with the new addition, and that is the USAS. If you are running TV station, you can absolutely dominate the map with this weapon. I've been dropping T6s using Type 8 ammo. The weapon itself is not necessarily the cheapest, but once you get it sorted, I would recommend you put a red dot on it, and that is all you need. It will come up to, what is that? About 98k. So this is very high inflation at the moment. I expect this to drop. You were able to build this for like 50k like a week ago, but now they've skyrocketed. Highly recommend. With the 10 mag works perfectly fine. With the 20 mag works even better. You can spray for longer, but it is not necessary. And this mag's only 2 slot as well, which is freaking great. It's just a great weapon all around. It 2-taps T6s, guys. Absolutely destroys them. Confined spaces, they can push you with M61. They can push you with whatever they like. It makes absolutely no difference because this weapon, you just go for the kneecaps. Pelvis to kneecaps and you will double tap them. So what I'm going to do here is, just to showcase it, I'll put some T6 on. So as you see T6 and the helmet there. And I'm just going to grab the weapon quickly. So shotguns. All we want on it is that. And a red dot. We have some Type 8s on it, Type 7. Even with Type 7, you still should be able to double tap 1, 2. So crazy. Yeah, Type 8s do even more damage. So as you can see, absolutely busted. And you can like also spray it as well, which is freaking insane. So this is my #1 budget build. I run this in Forbidden solos. I run this in Lockdown solos. And more often than not, you'll be coming away with big profit, because all you got to do is just put the diaper rig, diaper helmet, and off you go. Just crazy good. Jump in there, kill some scavs, and you're getting T4 all of a sudden. So don't spend money on the armor. Don't spend money on the ammo. Go straight for the weapon. Highly recommend this build. It is absolutely busted. Next up on my list is the M4. This weapon has really surprised me. Let me just show you something, right? Why the M4? So the MDR, just to get a stock MDR at current prices, will cost you 126,000 for just a stock MDR, right? For 120k, you'll be able to do. Actually, you know what? Where is it? There it is. There. Cool. Remember 120k for that, for the MDR, right? With garbage stats on it. Right here. This will cost you, what is that? 73k. 73k, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to go like for a bit like higher range, take that off and go with the M16 barrel here. Go with the M16 barrel. Put that on there. Put that on there. And for this one, it is up to you how you want to run here. I highly recommend you go for there. That one. This is perfectly viable. 74 recoil is not bad. And the whole build will cost you 76k. So you're getting good range, high firing power. Firing power is huge post nerfs, right? It's very, very important that your weapon has high firing power. Very important, guys. Because that's your damage multiplier. And also the chance to penetrate. So this is huge. Very, very good weapon. Very, very good build. Good range, good firing power. Very, very cheap. Now, the reason why I'm saying the M4 is viable is because the ammo, the 5.56 A1s, you can pick them up for 920. And that is huge, 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 huge. So cheap. It makes this weapon so viable. Like I used to run the RPK as a mid-tier gun. The M4 has completely replaced the RPK for me. Better firing power, better everything. Very controllable recoil as well. It's got a smooth recoil pattern, cheap to build, weapon very commonly found, especially if you're running like forbiddens, like solo forbiddens, just to collect ammo. If you go forbidden and you wait for the lobby to clear and you just collect the ammo, you walk away with like 600,000-700,000. It is that good. So go to assault rifles, M4. I'll just run you through the build here. Take that off. You can go even more cheaper if you really wanted to. You can. You can go for the M16 upper receiver. What that's going to do though is, so if you go for the M16 upper receiver, the M4 will give you, oh excuse me, it's getting late here. So the M4 will give you better ergos and one better recoil, but it's a bit dearer. If you go for the M16 one, and we are talking budget builds here, M16 barrel, now you can even go like that, and the build will be even cheaper. The build will be even cheaper. You get 74 recoil control there. That and a red dot. All you want to do is just a PK sight. And you're good to go. We're just going to grab some ammo here. Get one of these and want some A1s. Go. You get a little bit of an initial kick. High fire rate. Very controllable. Or you can go for the legs. You can do this weapon up more. If you were to spend 120k on this, it'll be a lot better. But this right here is your budget build and it will not let you down. I feel like this is a great weapon. Alright, next one is a surprise on the list, and only because it has dropped significantly in price. Now with the Vector being introduced, this weapon has absolutely dropped in price, and that's the MPX. Just for a stock MPX, right? If you want to go just purely stock with nothing on it, with 72 recoil, it will cost you what? 47,000. That is peanuts for an MPX. Absolute peanuts. We'll be doing some minor changes just to put things in perspective for you, right? Oh, but Deepo, the Vector is 100 times better. This has high firing power, which means higher multiplier. The Vector has a medium firing power, and with the ammo being nerfed, oh, but the Vector has 100 extra RPM. It does, but let me just show you, right? To make this Vector usable, where is the barrel for it? Where is the barrel for it? I hate the Vector. Like, it's just not a huge fan. Up close, it destroys, but limited attachments, many things are limited on it. Where the heck? All right, let me just redo that again. There we go. So even if you were too loud and with a PK, and look at the recoil, right? So you need to go for a better stock here. That's 71, and how much is this right now? Possible 74k. 74k, you get 47 effective range, medium firing power, and 7162. Now, if you go to the MPX here, high firing power, very good fire rate, same fire rate as the H416. All you need to do to it is change that. Take these shitty iron sights off because you don't need them. PK sight on. Now here you got a choice. You can go for a bigger barrel, or you can stay with the same barrel. I suggest you stay with the same barrel. Just put the MPX M on, because now you can go and add a grip to it, and you can put a dirt cheap suppressor on as well. So we go here. You can go for a very cheap suppressor, or you can go for like loud. If you go with suppressor, it will cost you a little bit more. So with suppressor, 71,000, still cheaper than the Vector. Or you can go loud. I always recommend you run the suppressor. It's entirely up to you how you want to do it, but this weapon here is freaking insane. And to get it for so cheap, and you get better recoil stats as well. It's just a great gun. So let me just save this. Budget. I'm gonna jump into firing range and I'll demonstrate how quickly this thing melts. Like, it is absolutely bonkers. Guys, in my eyes, a budget weapon is under like 90k, 100 to 90k. Anything under 100 or 90k, it's budget. Right now with the inflation, with the way things are going, that is the range that you're pretty much looking at always. Alright, budget, assemble. And the beauty of this is you can run AP63. Yep, there we go, AP63. And AP63 ammo is super cheap. Come across T6s, shoot for the legs. Even if you shoot for like... it will take a bit more for the armor. It is T6 though. If you catch them running though, they're dead. So, there will be drop off though at range. So I'm going to go 100 meters here. I wonder if you can still spray this. Dude, that's not bad. At 100 meters. Yeah, so the MPX is kind of cracked. I prefer it over the Vectors. It's still the best SMG in my opinion. Still the meta. And you can also run gold ammo, which I don't recommend if you don't run budget. Run the AP63. Even if you die, you lose your mags. Who cares? Alright, next up we have a super budget build. You get this weapon from the scavs, costs about 20k to build. However, the ammo that I recommend to run is actually pretty expensive. So, none other than M14. If you do this right, it should cost you about like 20k or something to do. Always go for the this one here. What is it called? The hollow top rail, because it feels like all the other ones, the red dot is a bit too far out. Put a red dot on it. And a 10 mag. You don't need to run the... oh, you can't even run 10 mags. Because I was going to say, you'll be running red or T5 ammo with this. So the ammo will set you back. But you will double tap anything, including T6s. So if you're going to rat, this is the ultimate rat gun. Like the ultimate rat gun. So that the whole thing costs what? 30k. 30 freaking k. So I'm just going to save it. And I'll jump in range and I'll show you what I mean. Like, it's freaking unreal how this weapon is still so powerful in that state. 20k, to be able to do that with 20k, it's mind-blowing. Oh, but the ammo is expensive. Hey, you're only tapping once or twice. Keep only 10 rounds in the mag in case you die. When the weapon only costs you like 20k, you cannot complain. Like, you should not complain. Be reasonable. Take that off. We need, oops, a red dot. If you're feeling extra fancy, you can run an ACOG for an extra 20k, but I wouldn't recommend it. So we'll try M62s and we'll try M61s. What do we have right now? M61. Watch this. It's not too bad to jiggle pick either. So you can... It jumps a little bit, but at that price point... What the actual... Hang on. Yeah, so, I mean, this is self-explanatory. I don't have to say anything. It is that strong. If by any chance, for whatever reason, you want to run M62s, which is also perfectly viable because you will not be encountering T6s all the time. What is it like? 4 tap? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 tap. So, if you're in a pinch, you can fast fire it. Yeah, that's absolutely bonkers. Yeah, this build is cracked. The ammo will cost you like what, 3.5k for M62s and about 7k for M61, but the profit potential is enormous. Alright guys, I've saved my absolute favorite for last. Now you'll notice here, in the previous list there was an AK-74 and there was an AKM. That's no longer the case. I mean, 7.62 caliber had like 65 effective range, medium firing power at 600 RPM. It's an absolute joke. It truly is a joke. Same with the AK-74, and this used to be one of my favorite guns. Once this nerf hammer came, this weapon is pretty much useless now. Oh, but Dimper, I can use it, still kill people. You can, but you're doing yourself a massive disservice. They'll absorb a lot more ammo than they should. It's just not there anymore. If you want to run this caliber, run the RPK, but the RPK is a little bit pricey to run. So if you want to get like a decent RPK build, short barrel RPK, for the whole build will set you back, let's see, 170k. So this is not a budget weapon, so stay away from it. Instead, because the 5.56 rounds are so good, you guessed it, we're gonna be doing an M16. Single fire, this weapon will clap cheeks. They'll hate you for it, but you won't care because you'll be laughing to the bank. Put that on. Nice little red dot here. Now this thing is a laser beam, ladies and gentlemen. If you're gonna shoot at range, add a silencer on it. If you're not gonna shoot at range, you can go like this and it's totally viable. The whole build will set you back 51,000. So cheaper than the M4. Like, listen to me. The reason why you want to run semi-automatic is because it's more accurate, you waste less ammo, and you can pick your shots better. Much, much better. And if you get into a pinch, you can just spam that button. It will fire fast enough. So gun modding, M16. Like, the more attachments we get in this game, the better. So hopefully in the next update we're getting more scopes, more attachments. It just diversifies the meta, as you can see, and it's just much, much nicer. Cool. Now I recommend A1s. For this to work, you need A1s. So switch to that. Do we have A1s in here? We do. So you can just see, you can still fire it fast. I'm tapping my finger, so I'll put my mouse next to my mic next to the mouse. Can you hear that clicking? So you can click fire it. I've made a tutorial on how to fire so fast, but as you can see, just to be able to pick the shots like that, it's remarkable. Go like that. Decent spread. At 50 meters, if you see someone 50 meters, Laser beam. Absolute laser beam, ladies and gentlemen. And that is my list for today. Please let me know whether or not you're finding this helpful. I am trying to help the new players. Oh, but the Empire, you're so rich. Guys, I find boring when I run T6 stuff. I just run through people on TV station. And I just don't really sit, you know, me and 3 other people, full T6, we just run through the place. And it's just not fun. It's boring. Like, I'm not here on a power trip. I don't care about that. I enjoy the challenge. I enjoy discovering new builds. You know, and that's just who I am. Each to their own, I'm not judging, but thermals and T6s are just not my thing. As always, thank you for watching. I do appreciate your time. I hope to catch you in a live stream tomorrow. Peace.